went abroad and the act ceased to exist. Laszlo Simet, the elder, stayed behind and taught his son. Back to the 1950s. This era was marked by exploring the possibilities. Until the end of the decade, the directors favoured more review and a set framework. Actors often performed between circus acts, with performances not really meant for the circus.
Latabár Kálmán és Latabár Árpád az ország legkedveltebb mulattatói.
Chin Bum Circus was presented in 1953. Actors played the clowns of an imaginary circus. There were also quite a few real clowns in this first era of the nationalised institution. Fernando, Vidos and Dedi had already been successful in the Fényes circus. Dedi, the juggler clown, that is Zoltán Domokos, was also a teacher at the Circus Arts High School, established in 1950. Alfonso, the strongman, who later became a clown, was an outstanding talent. He became well known when already out of the ring, but he remained a well-respected circus artist until his death. In this footage, he is shown making fun of his past as a strongman. Steffi and Boros became really popular in the 1950s. Steffi worked with his son Béla for decades afterwards. In this era, the grand opening with many actors was very popular, and the clowns often performed jokes and situations that would last for over half an hour. What we see here is not a quick meeting of the circus performers in the ring, but a discussion about the clown's grand entrance.
1952. augusztus óta működöm a cirkuszban.
Mikor volt a fénykora a Fővárosi Nagycirkusznak?
A Fővárosi Nagycirkusznak volt egy 1957-től kezdődő, amikor mi itt francia jégrevűt, braziliánát, afrikai folklór együttest és remek cirkuszműsorokat mutattunk be.
The international separation lessened by the end of the decade, and there was a revival of the art from the end of the 1950s. Internationally renowned shows and circuses performed in Budapest. The quality of the shows increased. In 1964, an American TV chain booked a show, filmed it, and presented it in their program. The audience filled the building, and the old structure couldn't match expectations, so it was decided it should be demolished. The farewell show presented the state of circus art in Hungary, as in 1951 only Hungarian artists were allowed in the ring. The show presented an art with much more perspective. Circus art had improved considerably during the previous 2 decades. The graduating students of the Circus Arts High School performed in this show. With the instruction of their teacher Károly Hortobágyi, they refounded the Foludi troupe. In 1974 in Spain, they received a Circus Arts Oscar. And the former French Hercules was also in the show, now with an animal act. His elephant Aida was known throughout the country from a comedy film. Tibor Simon closed the show, and 5 years later he was the opening act.
A Városliget megszokott képéhez elválaszthatatlanul hozzátartozó régi cirkusz az elmúlt évszázad végén épült. De ezt megelőzően az acélvász szerkezete már Bécsben is állt. Fagerendázata ülései elkorhattak, életveszélyessé vált. Le kellett bontani.
Hát felkértek erre a megtisztelő feladatra, hogy az új Fővárosi Nagycirkuszt, hát már az építkezés utolsó évében ott voltam. Akkor én már nagyon sok országba vittem magyar műsort, meg itthon is utaztam teljes komplet cirkusszal, természetesen a családommal együtt, mint artista és mint igazgató csináltam. Tehát nálam mondjuk nem az volt, hogy egyszerűen a manésből berepültem az igazgatói székbe.
Felhát a próbára, 100 muzsika szálljon, és ez a szép munka örömünkre váljon. Így lép majd porondra, erő, móka, virtus, hisz néhány hét múlva...
71. január 14-én volt a gálaműsor. Hónapokkal előbb elkezdtük a Magyar Gálának a szervezését. És már hónapokkal ezelőtt közöltük a kint lévő magyar artistákkal, hogy kinek kell hazajönni erre a gálára. Hát ez is aztán egy vita volt, hogy mivel nyíljon ez a cirkusz, magyar gálával, vagy külföldivel. Hát természetes, hogy magyarral.
Köszöntöm Önöket az új Nagycirkuszba!
The all-Hungarian show opening the new building is exemplary to this day. A new era of glory had begun.
A cirkusz sokakkal ellentétben, akik nem vallják ezt, igazán művészet, még akkor is, hogyha a művészetek asztalánál a végére ültetik az asztalnak, csak oda a szegény rokonok közé, mert érzelmi eszközökkel, hangulatokkal hat az emberre, nem megmagyarázza, hanem magával ragadja. A cirkuszban, úgy mint a színházban vannak hősök, pozitív hősök, itt negatív hősök nincsenek.
The Richter troupe was also in the program of the show with 2 acts, but due to an accident before the premiere, they couldn't perform the equestrian acrobatics act that had won a Silver Crown in Monte Carlo, only the elephant acrobatics act. At the time, Rodolfo was probably the best-known performing artist. By that time, his legendary pickpocket act had entertained audiences for over 40 years.
Megvan minden, önnek megvan tiszteletem, viszontlátás, a fésűt azt vigye minden esetre magával.
The circus was characterized by high-quality Hungarian and international acts. The most popular were the Hungarian artists, primarily due to television. Since they performed a lot abroad, it was enough advertisement for a show that a particular artist was at home again. The show in 1974 was thus advertised.
Today's members of the Picard family in the show.
The first-year graduates of the Circus Arts High School, the Gervoyi couple with their daughter and the Nánasi couple. Sándor Komlos. This picture of him was as well known in the 1970s as if he were a film star. Two-thirds of the artists performing at the time were born after 1940, so they were young, and 3/4 had relatives who were in the circus. The school did allow the possibility for others to join, but the profession was still very much dominated by members of circus families.
Természetesen, ahogy nőttem, én is artista iskolába jártam a húgommal, és kis nézeteltérés volt az édesapámmal, aki belőlem halott idomát akart nevelni, tehát azt akarta, hogy én az elefánt idomár legyek. Én sokat segítettem neki, amikor ő az elefánttal dolgozott, tehát félig meddig ápolója voltam az elefántnak, tehát én amellett nőttem fel, de én légtornász szerettem volna lenni. És ebből ugye volt egy kis konfliktus, amikor az édesapám egy nagyon kemény ember volt különben. Egy nagyon határozott, kemény ember volt, aki azt mondta, hogy fiam, most 16 éves vagy, betöltötted a 16. életévedet, ha nem azt csinálod, amit én mondok, akkor